All right, so it is 1 o'clock, so we will get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Fursuiting 101. Everyone's favorite panel where we pretend that we're going to be learning about fursuiting and performance, but it's actually just chaos. And everybody that comes is actually just here because they want to laugh. So something that's really cool is that this year we have been provided with American Sign Language interpreters. So that's kind of the best thing ever. So so come on in. You can sit on the floor, that's fine, as long as there's a little bit of a walkway, so you're not a fire hazard. I'm usually, up on stage at dance comps telling people not to be a fire hazard. But if we could just maybe, have my video friends kind of pan around the room and see how crowded it is, so that maybe next year I will get a bigger room! Yeah. Audience, do you think I should have a bigger room next year? My name is Gale Frostbane, also known as Nexus Wolf, also known as way too many characters in the fandom. I have been in the furry fandom since 2011. Anthrocon 2011 was my first convention, so this is my 9th one in a row. I love this con, it is my absolute favorite, and it is my pleasure to be bringing this panel to you guys every year. It has really, really grown in scope and size as to what we do at the panel. And it's thanks to my amazing friends that they will come out here, sweat their butts off, and entertain you guys for like an hour and a half. So with that, what we're going to cover in this panel is performance side of things. There are other important things to know when you have a fursuit, like how to travel with your fursuit, how to fly with your fursuit, how to clean your fursuit, because you should always clean your fursuit, because cleaning fursuit is very important. Nobody wants a stinky fursuit. Yuck. Big yuck. Also, fursuits can last a very, very long time if you take care of them, which is important. My original Gale suit was made in 2011, and I still wear her. So you can make them last a long time if you take care of them. But I'm not going to get into details of that, because there are multiple panels here at this wonderful convention that will teach you all of those things. So what we're going to talk about is performance. So if I could have all my beautiful fursuiters kind of get in line, you can wrap around, face the audience. We'll introduce everyone. Don't die. Also, if you're one of my example fursuiters and you're getting a little warm, keep in mind we do have our fan over here. Awesome. All right, so a line, just a straight line. Well, it's more that nobody hears straight, so. Yo, me included, come on. All right, so I want to introduce you guys to my lovely, beautiful panel of fuzzy animal fluff butts. Starting way over here on my left is the amazing, has been doing this every year that I've ever done it, the incredible, the wonderful Wolf from Boston, it's Chipper! There you go. He has a hard time finding the audience sometimes. All right, so moving next to Chipper, we've got a little bit of a gap, but that's cool because we want to make sure that we can have our interpreters be seen. Next to them is a very fluffy, a very adorable, pink-haired lynx named Cough. Give it up for Cough. And next to Cough, we have a brand new fursuit debuting here at Anthrocon, made by OMG Pineapples. It is the adorable, very cute Pine Marten named Keto. And next to Keto, we have another super adorable, super wonderful fluff. It's everybody's favorite raccoon. Absolute favorite. There's definitely no raccoon better than this raccoon. Only this raccoon is the coolest raccoon in the whole world. It's Riv! next to Rick, we have another fursuit who is brand new, debuting their suit here at Anthrocon for the first time. A dancer fur that you may have seen up on stage performing out of suit or in a green dog. We have the beautiful coyote, it's Jamming! And next to Jamage, we have a hell of a guy, a bird of the feather. They flock together. It is the animating, so cool, so wonderful, Adler the Eagle. And next to Adler, we have a German doggy who is here. Very silent, very cute, very wonderful, with a name that's just so hard to pronounce. But it's Uwe! No, it's Uva! When you spell your name, U-W-E, it's a little bit hard. But you're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at this cutie. Look how cute he is. Oh, he's getting assaulted. He's getting assaulted by the giant wolf dragon. All right, next to our fluffy butt friends, we've got the amazing, the wonderful, the realistic wolf dragon, if that makes sense, because they're very real. The beautiful, it's Intel. And next to them, making sense that these two would be dating, since Intel would be dating the Wi-Fi router. We have the amazing, the very large-eared, very bouncy, very cute Lumix! And next to them, we have literally my oldest friend in the fandom, the first fur I ever met in person, and a hell of a guy, a mascot in his off days when he's not out here being a husky. He's out here being another animal. So he is the amazing, the guy that loves Yukon, the guy that loves math and science. It is Ian! And next to Igan, we have a local from Boston, the very tall maned wolf, the very beautiful, the very crazy, uploading those wild videos every now and then on the weekends. It's Talson! And as we near the end, we have, next to Talson, somebody that also animates, also is very popular on the internet. Yeah. Very cool, skateboarding, snowboarding, killer guy, it's Jim Cody! And finally, we have another dancing doggo. This one hailing from the West Coast, out here killing it. He's the remix to Ignition. It's Ignition! Okay, and with that, I'm going to attempt to come up front with this stupid thing. Wowie. So, fursuit performance. My fursuiters up here can agree that it's really boring to just walk around and not do anything in your fursuit. It's much more fun to be entertaining and something that people will want to look at. I'm going to just try to not kill until with this.
I won't die, I swear. I've already snapped my neck at A&E this year.
Great.
Can't get any worse than that.
Good advertisement for A&E, sweetie. Okay, so with that, I'm going to sit out here so you guys can appreciate the fluffies.
And trip over this cable.
And don't do that. Try really, really hard to not do that. All right, my fursuiter is standing up here. If you guys can spread out a little bit, you're going to need a little bit of arm space. Also, for those coming in the room, try to hug the wall if you can. I know that it's a very popular panel and there's not enough space, but there is some room over on the far side. So if some of my fursuiters want to go over to their left, there's a little bit more space. Don't block anybody, but you do need to be spread out so that you can have some space with your arms. Okay. That kind of worked. Kind of a little. It's okay. Well, it's okay at best, so let's do this. All right, let's demonstrate something that is very, very important with fursuiters. Our lovely fluff butts up here, they look adorable, but it's also very hard for them to see sometimes. So let's talk about the line of sight fursuiters have. If my fursuiters could use their arms to project in front of them what their line of sight is, we will go down the line and explain the differences. Okay, so hold your arms up and show us your line of sight, your vision. Okay, so we have Keto over on the side. Very wide range of vision. That's because they have flat, 2D eyes, and there's a lot of mesh in their eyes, so they can see really, really well. Next to them we have Riff. Riff also has flat, 2D eyes, but because they're a bit smaller and closer in on the center of his face, he can't see it to the sides very much. He can really only see in front of him. Chipper, out in the audience here, is showing you over there that Chipper actually also has great vision. One for all heads all have set back 3D eyes, which helps a lot to have a nice box of vision. So Chipper can actually see very wide out. Cough. Cough is another suitor with...
Where's Cough?
It's such a joke. Cough also has flat 2D eyes, and they are a little spread out, so Cough has good wide vision because they're angled on his head. So, I'm going to keep messing this up. Uva. Yep, Uva. Uva is a Latin vixen, or mixed candy fursuit, so he has a really wide scope of vision because just like the one for all heads, he has the recessed 3D eyes, so he can see really well. And just like him, so does Adler. Adler actually has some of the best vision I've ever seen in a fursuit because the eyes are so spread apart. You do have a blind spot in the middle though, which can be a little hard, especially with your beak. Yeah, we don't want you bouncing into stuff. Jamage can see all the way behind him. There you go, okay, there we go. Jamage, again, 2D eyes, set, the eyes are a little angled. So again, great vision in front of him. Intel has a little bit of a smaller box because Intel has a realistic suit. So there are glass eyes and he can only see out of the tear ducts. So it becomes very difficult for him to see sometimes because he's kind of got a box straight forward.
Hey, look to your left.
Look to my left?
No, with the eyes. We'd like to see them over here.
Oh, Intel, can you go this way? Can you move over to your left?
Intel.
And
Can you show us the eyes? Look at that.
there we go. All right, Luminix. Again, Sparky Can Do has an amazing, amazing fursuit quality build. And because she does the recessed eyes, he also has incredible range of vision. So Luminix is kind of the seeing eye fennec for Intel sometimes. Okay, so we go over to Eigen. Again, flat eyes, we can see really, really well. Again, because his maker, Prism, is very, very smart and makes suits specifically for dancers so that they'll be able to see the whole stage when they're up there dancing, because that's super important. Talson's suit is by Jill Costumes. And Jill Costumes, again, is somebody that's very cognizant of being able to see well. So he also has a pretty wide set of vision. Jib Cody is a Don't Hug Cacti suit. And again, she knows what's up. She's been in this game forever making suits. So he can see a lot, even not as well on the snowboard, but he can see pretty good. And then finally we have Ignition. And Ignition, again, has those flat eyes, so he can see a really wide angle. Now, there are some fursuiters out there that have much more abysmal vision in their fursuits, especially on some of the older fursuits. But a lot of times nowadays, your fursuit maker is going to be making your suit aware of the case that you're going to need to be able to see as well as you can. Something to keep in mind is if you wear glasses or you have a little bit of trouble seeing, make sure that you tell your maker that, because they can keep that in mind and make your fursuit accordingly. A lot of fursuit makers can actually fit glasses under their fursuit heads. So now we're going to move on to some of the performance aspects of things. So if I could actually have all of my volunteer fursuiters, if I could have you all stand over in the left, over by those double doors. We're going to get in line, and if you've done this before, you know what's up, because it's time for RuPaul's Drag Race. It's a catwalk, baby. It's a catwalk time. Unless you're Chipper, who is actively stuck. And he did it! Landed it, 10 points. All right, everyone, it's time for one of my favorite parts. Let's talk about walking in fursuit. You could just walk in fursuit. That's fine. Sometimes when I'm real tired, I am slumping along because I'm sweaty, I'm warm, I just want to have water. But at other times, I really want to ham it up. I want my walk to demonstrate what my type of character is. You really can express different emotions just by walking from point A to point B, which is much more entertaining. So, whoever would like to go first? Okay, Ignition's gonna go first. How do you walk from point A to point B? You gotta bounce in your step. He's got his arms moving. It's very dynamic movement. This is telling us this is a guy that likes to have fun. He likes to move, he's energetic, and he's got a little bit of dance in him, even when he's walking around. So next up, we have, I'm just gonna start picking people. Jib, how do you walk from point A to point B? He walks in a way that's going to be very tiresome for him after that. He's gonna bounce around. Oh, now he's sneaking. He's sneaking. He's gonna go steal a cookie or something. He's gonna sneak around. He's tired. He's been fursuiting for a long time, so he just needs some energy, so he's sneaking away. He's like, oh, please don't take 10,000 photos of me. Oh, God. Oh, God, I just want to go back to my room. All right, next up, we've got Taliesin. Taliesin, how do you walk from point A to point B? He's trumping along, he's studying, he's making himself known, he's tired, fell down, rolling. He's hey, it's the, legs are really tall on me. Well, that's okay, he stood up again. Maybe not the most efficient way to get from point A to point B, but, you get there eventually, so it's a good walk, it's a good walk. All right, next up we got Jamage. Jamage, how do you walk from point A to point B? He's strolling, he's strutting, the arms moving, the legs are kicking out, he's doing weird dances, he's still dancing, oh, he's happy, he's doing little gymnastics. Again, a very exhausting way to walk from point A to point B, but fun. And then he, like Taliesin, dies, but didn't die all the way, so he keeps going, and then he's done. And now he's standing with his buddy. Look at that. All right. Uva, how do you walk from point A to point B? We got those big paws strutting in front. We got the arms moving, the tail wagging. He's giving us the finger guns like, pew pew, I love you guys, pew pew, I'm so cool. Yeah, you did it. Oh, and he's just giving us a little butt wiggle, tail swag. Nice. All right. After the eagle, how do you walk from point A to point B? He's stopping, he's saying hi to people. He's not so good when he's not flying, so the talons get in the way, he trips a lot, he's confused, shiny objects are all around him, he doesn't know what's happening, he no longer knows where he is, he doesn't know how he got here even, really, but he's here, he's having a fun time, and oh, he's got a Hawaiian shirt, so he's like, oh, I'm on vacation, wow. Nice. And that's how Adler gets from point A to point B. All right, Eigen, how do you get from point A to point B? Again, we got the strut going on, we've got the arms moving, we got the paws walking, we got the ears wiggling, he's brushing off his shoulders, he knows he's cooler than you, so he's just doing his own thing. Next up, we got Luminix. Luminix, how do you walk from point A to point B? Oh my god, very quickly, he has to get somewhere, but he's not sure where that is. He's just really got to go. That was a very intense. Wow. He's very tired when he arrives. I don't know if he'll ever find where he's supposed to go. All right, Cough, how do you walk from point A to point B? Oh, he's waggling with his thick thighs. And he's not in any hurry. He's just wiggling over. He's so cute. Oh my goodness, he's trying to pull his strap back up. It's good. The camera back's falling down, but we're good. Oh, he's so cute. All right, Intel, how do you walk from point A to point B? Big, looming wolf dragon. Powerful, strong. Just walk. Ooh, see something? Likes it. Keeps going. Keeps going. Keep looking around. Ooh. Oh. That guy's in charge of things. Yay. And you know what else is really cool? It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Phil! It's a big one too, he's 21. Now we're gonna get a night. Woo! I mean, don't do that, kids. All right, so next up, we've got Keto. How do you walk from point A to point B?
Hit the music! Oh!
I'm not good at this. Yeah, he does it. He does it. Yeah, clap it. Claps, yeah. Yeah. Bounce it, bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. Look at that tail. Oh my God. Wow. A lot of soup. That was great. That was great. I'm so sorry I'm bad at the music taking.
That's fine.
All right, and finally,
Hey,
Riff.
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I don't really walk good, I just talk the old time. So it gives the impression that I'm walking in an entertaining manner when really I'm just making words up. I'm bloody knackered already. How long is this?
It's pretty long.
Oh, shit. All right. There you go.
Good job, Riff. Good job. Chipper, what are you doing over there? You gonna walk from point A to point B? Yeah, from there to there. How do you do that? Oh, I think he smelled something. He's picking up on a scent. He's tracking. Just like, you know, real wolves do. Oh, he's gone. What's that? Where's he going?
Hey, that's not where point B is.
Where's point? This is a really long way to go around. Oh, he's going back. He found the back of the room.
I think it's like point B.
He's continuing. Oh, he found a good thing to sniff. He keeps going around. Oh, another good thing. Sniffing along. He keeps going. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. You're gonna get to an impasse there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now he has to go through the chairs. Through the chairs over the people. Anytime now, point B. He's doing it. He's walking along. He's pointing. He's giving hugs. And he did it. Sometimes you take the long way around. All right, my pursuers, you can come back out here. Come back out here. You can come hang out. Come hang out. All right, if you guys can spread out again, spread on out again. We're gonna start getting into some of the acting challenge. Oh my goodness! Is that J-Fat? Wow! It's J-Fat, everyone!
I was sleeping.
It's okay. I kind of figured. But was it good? Are you rested? Yeah! Everyone, this is J-Fat, a suitor from the Boston area, MOSFET's brother, a big sweetheart. A round of applause for J-Fat. Awesome. All right, so my fursuiters, if you guys want to spread out just a wee bit more, we can kind of angle over onto this side of the room as well. So, let us talk about some emotions. Because when you're fursuiting, now that you guys know about walking in fursuit, which if you guys were watching carefully, you saw that a lot of the things that our fursuiters did was just minimal stuff. Bigger steps, moving their arms while they're walking, wiggling their hips a little while they walk. It adds character, it makes it so that it's not boring, and a lot of times you can look at the character and understand. Maybe if we had like a really evil monster character, they would have been stomping and snarling, taking their time. So, something to keep in mind is that even the littlest things, you can really emphasize your character. So, all of our characters up here, we're going to do a couple of different emotions. So, first and foremost, one of the go-to emotions is happy. How do you show that you're happy? Yeah, oh, they're so happy, they're having a good time. Audience, what do you see a lot of our fursuiters doing?
Bouncing. Oh, you can't be happy.
Yep, a lot of bouncing, a lot of clapping, a lot of hands in the air. Riff really doesn't care. He's British.
We don't have emotion.
That's true, there's not a lot of emotion.
Without him. We'll just leave him behind.
Yeah.
You said yourself.
That's the lame guy at the party.
He's the party.
Love you.
Feelings.
All right. So happy's a pretty easy one when you're a fursuit. In fursuit, you're already a big, fluffy, happy animal anyways. So like, all you gotta do is just wiggle around a little bit, move your hands in the air, and you're like, clearly I'm very happy right now. I'm so excited to go into a panel. I'm excited to go see the dance competition, go to Floor Wars, go to Uncle Kage's story hour. Maybe it's your first Anthrocon and you're super excited. Maybe you just got your fursuit for the first time and you're looking in the mirror and you're like, oh my god, it's me. Okay, so happy's a good one. But what would we do if we wanted to express we're sad? We're sad. We see a lot of crying, a lot of crippling down to the floor. A lot of hands over the face, a lot of just really sad fursuiters. You never want to see fursuiters like this. They're so sad. It's not fun. Chipper and J-Fet are they doing their own thing. Just playing ball.
We're
fine.
really sad.
Oh, okay. And enjoyably, Riff has not changed at all.
Hang on, jeez, that's quite rude, if I'm honest. I could do sad.
What? Show me sad.
So sad.
I'm so sad. Oh, my tea's run out. What stereotype do you want today?
I dropped my scum.
Right.
I mean, that would be bad. Tea running out or dropping your scones would be a very sad
Right,
thing.
hang on, you're from Boston. You'll want to talk about tea.
Listen. You're one to talk about America so close to 4th of July. We independent now.
We'll leave it there.
Okay. And Chipper has found a whiteboard. Thanks so much. I appreciate that gift. That's nice. This panel is such a wreck. Okay. Moving on. All right, world. You're no longer sad. You're mad. You're really angry. You're super upset.
Give me Pop-Tarts.
Why is it that you two always fight?
I'm mad. Look at the table and I'm mad.
No. We're not gonna have another Fender moment. No.
WWG Super Slim.
If we break the room, they're not gonna give me a bigger one.
Yes, they will.
All right, everyone, you're mad. You're angry. You're upset. They're fighting. They're stomping. Arms are crossed. Arms are at the hips. They're awkwardly walking. They're squatting. They're trying to walk, but they don't know how. Oh, they're getting into a fight. They're actually like, oh, people are punching each other. Oh my god, it's absolute chaos. What is happening? Oh my god, Jim is hitting people with his tablet badge.
Do it.
Not me.
No, we're doing it to Gale now. We have to attack Gale. Get.
No, you can't just have that.
I blamed it.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, so we've now seen angry, and I'm going to stop them from being angry before I'm hurt.
Everyone has to now.
All right, so what did our fursuiters do to show that they were angry? Stomp around, move their arms, they're mad, they're pissed off. They're like, oh no, I can't believe that the headless lounge is closed. Who does that? Oh, there's no water. Gosh, come on. What do you mean the line for Floor Wars is 10 miles? Come on.
That's the elevator.
Oh yeah. What do you mean there's only one elevator working? All right. So, before we get too much into more emotions, I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about posing. What's something that happens a lot at conventions? Photos! People want to take pictures of fursuiters. Who wouldn't want to take pictures of fursuiters? They're precious. I want to take pictures of fursuiters. So when I want to take a picture of a fursuiter, typically, those fursuiters will then do a cool pose. So again, if I could have my example fursuiters, just spread out a little bit and face the audience, we're going to do some posing activities. So, on the count of 3, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, go. And when I say that, you're going to just strike a pose. Okay? And we're going to do this 2 or 3 times. So, audience, you want to count down with me. 1, 2, 3, go! No! Okay. All right. So, Uma is giving us some, like, hey, what's up? Look at me. Got my arm in the air, got one on my hip, I'm feeling myself, doing it. I'm like a little tea kettle. And Jamage is right next to him doing the same pose, but with a broken back. It's a fun pose. I mean, that's how a lot of us honestly feel on Sunday. Next up, if you can't see, Chipper's on the ground because Chipper is biting Intel's ankle. A really fun pose. Really fun time. And Intel is posing like rawr, but also like, what the heck's happening to my ankle? Yeah. That's that's going to just be a good photo right there. No one's going to really know what's going on, but you're going to look back at it in 5 years and go, that was a time. Luminix is not allowed at the panel anymore. And Uma is also not allowed at the panel anymore. JFET is giving us some paws.
Yeah, what's my paws?
Yeah, you just washed them, you brushed them, they're looking fine, they're looking fierce with his giant burger claws. Yeah! Jib is giving us some shaking, wobbly, wiggly, I can't hold his pose for much longer. Please take the picture. What do you mean your phone's not ready? Take the camera out. Come on, are you kidding me? Yeah, sure, I'll hold on, ma'am. Come on. That happens all the time. If you're going to take a picture of a fursuiter, please get the camera ready before you ask the fursuiter to take the picture, because sometimes they will get into a pose that's hard to actually keep. Listen, you.
No.
You and your commentary.
Look. You can give commentary, so can I.
That's true.
So
That's true. This is Valen, everyone. He's very special.
hello, I'm a very special one.
Ignition is down here licking his paws, cleaning his paws up. Very animal-like, very fitting for a doggy to lick his paws. He's kind of giving us peggy paws. It's super cute. That's going to be a very adorable photo, especially if taken from above. We've got Eigen and Taliesin hanging out, and they are posing together because sometimes it's just really fun to pose together. Like, yeah, I'm with my pals here, hanging out at Anthrocon. I really hope I get this photo. I probably won't. Yeah, love taking pictures.
The effort of finding the pictures absent.
Oh, it's such a struggle. Next to them, we have beautiful Keto and Riff, which is kind of explaining perfectly their personalities. Riff, do you always pose backwards?
No, I don't know on camera. We've got a thing. We've been practicing.
Yeah, we were rehearsing this. So we're just talking normally.
Right, we're just talking.
Yeah. Whoa, there's a camera there.
Camera. We do that. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yes.
That took hours.
Yeah, we nailed it.
Wow.
We nailed it though.
You told me you guys were rehearsing before this panel. I'm really proud of you. I hope you try out for the dance comp.
Thanks.
Adler is gonna, he's got a beak open. He's like, oh wow, take my picture, wow, yeah. It's a very dynamic pose. See how he's getting on a different level? It means that the picture is gonna come out really well because we're gonna be able to see, the whole dynamic pose, and it's very enjoyable. And he's Adler, so he's great. Yeah. And then Cough. Cough is Oh, Pop is giving us just pure cuteness. The cutest kitty. Oh, I love it. Okay, guys, we're going to do that one more time. We're doing one more pose. Now, I want everyone to do something very different than they did last time. Maybe pose with a buddy. Maybe pose on a different level. Maybe go really high up or really far down. So, think for a moment what you're going to do for your second pose. You know, you've been walking for 5 minutes and someone's asked you for another photo and you don't want to do the same exact pose. So, audience, count down with me. 1, 2, 3, go!
Catch me!
Oh boy. Alright, well, before he's not going to be able to hold it anymore, Jamage is doing a b-boy pose and it's really cool and it's really dynamic and I really hope someone's actually taking a picture of it because it's really freaking cool. What a show-off dancer boy he is.
Dancer boy.
Oh ho ho. Ooh la la. Must be after 5 p.m. somewhere. We're getting that sexy draw me like one of your French puppers from Uva. Yeah, that's a nice one. Very nice. Oh, and then Intel and Lumix are giving us a couples pose. They're so cute, they're so sweet, they're like, we love each other so much. We love to hug each other and poop each other. Oh, so cute.
That's adorable.
Well, then we have Valen. He's up on the chair.
I'm doing a thing.
Doing the thing.
Yeah.
He is actually showing us that it can be really fun to use the stuff around us to take pictures with because it's going to give you a more unique photo.
Everything's a prop if you're strong enough.
That's very true. Over here we had at one point a different photo, but then they all fell down.
Take the picture!
So now we have an on-the-ground photo of a fur pile slash friend slash hanging out slash Ignition is also banned because he's dead. Not surprising. Yep. Bye. Bye, Ignition. See you later. Bye.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Bye.
Thanks for playing.
Alistair just ran so fast to get a picture. Oh my goodness. So, Adler is, I was going to ban Adler, but he's dabbing, and I hate that, but he's also holding flat blazing, which is really cute. Oh, and then we got some pointing going on with Riff and Keto. They're giving us some points. They're like, yo, look at me, look at that. You can't do both at the same time, but you can try.
Yeah.
Like, look behind you, there's a shark.
Oh.
I'm saying that you're posing and you're pointing. So like the photographer.
We're from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, you're from the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're looking for diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh, okay. It's Guy Fieri. Yeah, pointing. And then we have the classic, I'm a meme kid. I like Fortnites and stuff. Pop is T-posing. Wow.
Don't forget behind you. All the way back there, Chipper.
Jesus Christ.
All the way back there.
And if everyone wants to break their necks and look directly behind them, Chipper has found a perch to perch upon, and he is now posing up against the glass and showing you how macho and strong he is.
Yes.
Your wife must be so proud. Wow, it's Flat Blazin'. How do you pose when you are asked for a picture? You walk along. Blazing walks along and goes up to the camera and goes, hi Barton, how you doing? Great to see you again.
Is this how you make your animated videos?
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Okay, so with that, I am going to sneak back up onto the table because we're going to get to the...
What's this? Oh, sorry!
It's too late.
It looked like fun!
I don't want you to die. I care about you.
Wait. We're here because you care.
Yeah, I care about you. I know, it's weird.
No. I already tried them all and none of them are on.
No, you don't all get one.
I was so upset.
All right, so we're going to get into some audience participation parts. So we might have my volunteer fursuiters. if you were one of the ones that I asked to come help out, you guys can also help with this, but we're also going to let the audience participate a little bit. We're going to do some acting challenges. So if I could maybe have half of my volunteer crew either stand up here or over in the corner.
What if I just keep the chair?
You could do that.
Okay. It's mine now. No one else can have it.
Why do you do these things?
Why do you not? That's the one that works. Get it.
No. Anybody else want a beverage after this? Because I'm ready to drink.
Hold on. You say that like we haven't started. Some of us already started.
That's true. There are such things as mimosas. Okay, so we're gonna do this in shifts because last year we had no organization and it was pure chaos. So if I could have 6 suitors from the audience come up here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6, I think, okay, I think we're good. Don't worry, we're gonna get everybody. We're gonna get everybody. But we're gonna have the fursuiters that came up here, and if just a couple of my volunteer fursuiters want to join them down there.
That's effort.
That's effort. You don't have to, you can't just chill up here. So my beautiful audience fursuiters, is this anybody's first time suiting? Yeah, first time suiting. Yeah. All right. Is this anybody's first time at Fursuiting 101? Wow! Thank you guys so much for coming. I was wondering why I could smell marker. I don't know what it says. I don't know if
No! Gavin! That is a piece of art!
Chipper, why do you do these things? Damage? Damage, I thought I loved you.
Oh!
Illuminates, Vision, they're all the worst. Oh, Uva!
Hey, I will never dab.
I'm proud of you.
I will never dab.
That's good. Don't dab, kids.
Never
Don't
dab.
do it in any form.
Dabbing is
Anyways.
there we go. A little dab will do it.
Okay, well, great. All right, my audience fursuiters, if you just came up here, please face the audience. Face the audience if you were one of our audience fursuiters. And again, if you're one of my volunteer fursuiters, you can join in on this or not. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a prompt. This prompt is going to give you some sort of acting challenge. You're then going to act out how you'd feel about this situation. So we're going to start with them, you know, pretty chill, pretty easy. So, let's see, what emotion do I want to do first? Ooh. All right. You guys, it's Friday of Anthrocon. You're having the best time. You're enjoying yourself. You got in your fursuit in the morning. You've been fursuiting all day. You're having a blast. You went to panels. You were running around. You took a couple breaks in the headless lounge. You did your maker's photo shoot. Then you went to the dances. Then you're dancing up on stage. You're strutting your stuff. You're wiggling your tail. You're so tired. You are you're so tired, and you're trying to make it back to your room. Oh, show me that you're so tired and you're struggling to get back up to your room. You're so exhausted. You're looking at the lobby and you're going, how? It's 3 in the morning. Why is there a line for the elevator? How is this possible? I'm so tired. I just want to go to bed. That bench in the lobby is looking more and more like a bed. And then some of us, that one guy, there's always that one guy that's like, party? And you're like, no, go away, I'm tired. It's too late to party. We've already done that for 10 hours and I'm tired. But he's insistent. He's like, no, please, let's party. We must party. I run on energy drinks so I don't sleep.
Oh my Lord.
All right, audience, what are our fursuiters doing to show that they are tired, sleepy? Slouching. Walking slowly. Some of them are down on all fours, are completely flat and deflated. Some of them are yawning. They're covering their mouth. They're like, I'm tired. Something that's related to this is sometimes a fursuiter doesn't speak, and they might sign something to you with their hands and stuff, being like, I'm really tired. I need to go back to the room. Like, I have to get out of suit now. I need a drink. And if you see a fursuiter that's fanning themselves, like slouching and looking at you like I'm clearly tired, they're trying to mimic, like, I need to drink water, please let a fursuiter go. You might really want to meet them, take a picture with them, but please, please, please do let them go if you have a fursuiter that's showing you, I'm tired, I'm thirsty, I need to go rest. So our volunteer fursuiters, if you want to step back, we'll get a new set up here. Don't worry, we do have plenty of time, so we'll be able to do quite a few of these. All right, so if I could get, I think all of those fursuiters in the very back. If I get all the fursuiters in the back to come up, and we're going to do another acting prompt.
I don't know why. She said all the suitors in the back, and I'm looking behind me like, what? Where? Like a wall.
You know, they might be there.
If they start coming out of walls, I'm gone, man. It's over.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. That would be very frightening. All right.
Oh, God.
So, my fursuiters that just came on up here, we're going to give you another prompt. All right.
You're adorable.
I see a friend up here that I think has inspired me as to what I'm going to give for a prompt for this one.
Got it.
All right, cadets. You are all now soldiers of Star Command, and it is your job to protect us. You must save us from the evil invading fleshies. And so, all of a sudden, you see them breaching the hill. They're coming over, and you must protect. You must protect all of your friends. You must protect all your friends from the evil. You're a protector. You're a defender. I'm the bad guy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not the bad guy. The audience is the bad guys. The audience is the bad guys. The audience is the bad guys. Attack the audience. Attack the audience. They're the bad guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. This fursuiter has a dinosaur. Its entire mouth lights up. This is very frightening. Why is this? Oh my goodness.
Does it work?
This is a speaker.
This anatomy confuses me.
The speaker's on its butt. That's such a dumb place to put the speaker. Anyways, again, like I was saying, the audience is the enemy. Oh my God, we must save ourselves from the audience. They're scary and evil. Protect us from the audience. No, I'm in disguise. I'm furry under this. My flesh suit. I'm a double agent.
You're a double agent.
Yeah.
Wait, you just outed yourself as a double agent to every place.
It's okay. I have an army of fursuiters protecting me.
That's very true.
All right. So, what are they doing to do protect and attack? What are they doing? They're getting into fighting stances. They're attacking people with a growling dinosaur that makes sound from its bum. Some people got their claws out. Maybe they're in a sort of combat stance, maybe a martial arts stance. Koff has stolen one of the microphone stands, which are actually incredibly heavy and could kill someone, and is preparing to do that. So that's, real fun. Real fun. We have Valen's up here with a cord and is ready to strangle someone. So yeah, fun acting prompt. Oh boy. All right. right, so if I could get a new batch of fursuiters up, a new batch. Like I said, don't worry, we're going to be doing lots of these. A new batch of fursuiters. Yeah, I see Latch and Cedar if you guys want to come up. I've got, if you'd like to come up, Mistletoe, I believe is your name. Yeah, we've got Slade.
If we hold mistletoe, we have to kiss. Oh God. I'm with you.
All right, do make sure that there's enough space because we can always do multiple acts.
Yes.
Multiple acts.
Please don't drown.
Do take turns. I know it's very exciting.
If not, you're
We've got a lot of people up here, so I think I'll do one of my my absolute favorite ones to do. All right. So everyone can face the audience. I came up with this one at Anthrocon, and I'm really proud of it. All right. To all my fursuiters, suddenly you look up, and there's a glow of light.
Heaven?
And suddenly, you see that light come down in a ray. And you're like, whoa, what's happening to me? Your body starts to tingle. All of a sudden, you feel infused with power. Such strength. You have been turned into a god. And you are now ruler of the humans. Force them to worship you. You are gods. Show them your strength and your glory. You are powerful. Oh, Chipper got so strong that he sneezed. Yeah, worship these fursuiters, audience. Worship them. They are lords and saviors.
All of the water.
They're so strong. Jib has stood upon the chair.
You say savior. Let's be honest. Not all of us are saviors.
That's true. Some of these gods might not be saviors.
Give me money.
Give me money!
No.
Oh no! One of these big, scary gods have turned into an evil god. Oh, now the microphone's wet. All right. So, audience. What did they do to show that they were gods and mighty and powerful?
Demand money!
Demanded money! They demanded money, that's great! I wish we had a charity bucket.
We need more brothers.
We saw them looming. A lot of them became very big in their stance.
Get out that
A lot of people were demanding that people bow down.
Oh yeah, get that dog.
All right, all right. I think this is just going to be chaos at this point, so if we could have anybody that would like to do this next one come up, if anybody wants to give another turn to somebody. I know that it's getting very crowded up here, but that's what happens because, you know, we're all here to have a good time, have fun. Audience, I'm going to come down there and I want the audience to raise their hand because I want some audience suggested acting prompts. So I'm going to come walk around and gather a few acting prompts, and the fursuiters will take the microphone.
I did it. I did it. I took over. It's mine now. Yeah. I mean, alright, so look, he's going to be over
It's
here.
Barton.
Now.
What's up, Barton? How you
Is it
doing?
because you don't have a voice of your own? Haha. I win. Now, don't wipe your boogers on me. I'm going to get his contract now. Ah, it is the worst of it all. Yeah. All the contract. Ah, that's you. Oh, God.
Anyone else? Prompts.
How did I? Yeah, I turned it on.
So many.
Acting prompts. All right, I'm going to grab one more acting prompt, but my brain's very small, so I can only remember so many. I'll probably go back and grab more. Once more.
This is now our battle. No more fleshies in charge, we are sorry. But the flow has taken over.
Whole lot of you guys.
All of the flesh. All of the flesh. No worries. Will it double echo? Oh my god, now I have 2 microphones in the most likely. This is concerning for everyone. All of the concerns. All of the concerns. All of this is that is yours. I turn it on. I'm sorry.
You're crazy.
I am.
Alright, well now that a bunch of fursuiters slobbered all over this. Alright, so there are so many of you. If you already had a turn, if you could just wait for a moment, just because we have a lot of people up here, and we want to give everyone a chance. If I have, okay, so anyone, if fursuiters could look at me, if anyone's to the left of me, could I just have you guys swoosh down into the corner for now? I'm going to use you on the second prompt, okay? Just because I've got a lot of ideas from the audience. So, if you are a fursuiter from over here, if I could have you guys come in and spread out a little bit for me, please? Come in and spread out for me and face the audience, please. Okay, so I got a couple ideas from the audience that I think are really, really fun. So, one of the first ones is, you guys, we're in Alaska. We're in Alaska, and we're all going on a trip. We're all going on a vacation together. Really excited about it. So here we are, we're all moving on up to Alaska, we're having a fun time, we're so excited. We're like, oh my god, maybe we'll go see the Iditarod. Maybe we're gonna go find Balto somewhere. Maybe we're gonna go to Juneau, or Skagway, or Nome, or North Pole, Alaska, or one of these fun places. Well, the people organizing the vacation didn't tell you that you're actually just going to the northernmost part of Alaska. And at the northernmost part of Alaska is a really, really tiny cabin. And you now all have to be in that cabin together, and there's no heat. So, how are you going to survive? How are you going to survive in this little cabin? How are you going to react to finding out that your friend is really bad at planning trips? So, what are you going to do? You've come upon this cabin, and it's cold, and it's miserable, there's nothing, and you don't know what's happening? Yeah, you've shoved your friend out to plan the whole trip so that they'll have permafrost. Some of you have already died of dysentery.
We're so sorry for you all.
Yep, and slowly but surely, more and more fursuiters that decided to not huddle are just dying. The reindeer is living his best life, doesn't care, literally doesn't care. The creature of death and destruction also doesn't care, but he's definitely probably going to kill the person that came up with this idea. Meanwhile, the people in the huddle are just fine. They're warm, they're cuddly, they're snuggly. They're going to be like, man, this is going to be a long, long week.
It's a long week.
Oh, right. I really appreciate that only half of these fursuiters up here actually huddled and got warm, and the rest of you are just like, death sounds fine. And meanwhile, Jim Cody drew an igloo because Jim would just build an igloo. Or he would attempt to and then realize that it's very hard.
No, then I'll just put a whole bunch of ice together.
Wait, you're gonna get the ice? You just gonna pick it up?
You're gonna dig in the snow.
With what?
No, you just compact all the snow and it'll make ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, my fursuiters that just did this prompt, if I can get you to swoosh to the side, I'm gonna grab you guys in a second. But if my fursuiters that were swooshed to the side could come out here and spread out, so we can get everybody out here, everybody facing the audience. All right. Keep on spreading out, keep on spreading out. So you guys, something amazing is about to happen. Right?
What is it?
You guys just went out with your friend, and it's all of your birthdays at the same time. And so your friend Gale's got you a special potion. A special potion. And your friend said, take this before you go to bed. So everybody's going to take the potion. Everybody's taking the potion.
That's not safe.
And listen, it's safe in this situation only.
Okay.
Do not just drink random potions that people give you. Oh no. Okay, so you've taken the potion. You're now going to bed, and suddenly it is the morning. You wake up, and you realize you have truly become your persona.
I don't get it.
You are actually the thing you've always wanted to be. You're like, what do I do? What am I going to do first? Oh my goodness, I woke up, I have paws, I have a tail, I can hug my tail, I can suddenly just run away, I'm so excited. I'm literally hit the back wall and die. Don't worry, Jim's not dead. Just take photos of him and videos, he can't die, that's cartoon. It's cartoon laws. But yeah, the rest of you are like, oh my god, I'm finally my persona! And you're so excited. Okay, I know. And you're pretending. You're pretending that you are human.
I think mine was just tequila.
Oh, well. Apparently these two potions didn't work so well. And yeah, so you're just looking at your paws, you're enjoying yourself, you're like, oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe I'm finally my persona. Alright, if you're one of my people that you were acting, you're gonna go back to squish in that corner. Back to squish in that corner. And troop number 2 is gonna come back out once they've squished in the corner.
I like your jokes. Yeah.
Alright. Here we go. We're getting more of our fursuiters out here. They're spreading out. They're spreading out. They're spreading out. Keep on spreading. Keep on spreading so everyone can fit and everyone can be seen. All right. My fursuiters that just came on out here. Let's see another acting prompt. Nobody wants to act out the red line. No. All right, so everyone, my friends, raise your paw if you've seen the movie Toy Story.
Which one?
Well, the original, but any after them is also cool. Okay, great. So you'll know this one. So face the audience, my fursuiters.
We are your audience.
All of a sudden, you're out in the Old West. And you've all been turned into a cowboy or a cowgirl. You're living your best life. All of a sudden, you're just, I'm so cool. I've got a hat. I've got big boots. I've got my sheriff badge. I've got my lasso.
My water bottle.
Yeah, your water bottle. You are a cow person. You're a cowboy, cowgirl, and you're gonna tear it up out in the West. And you're going on an adventure out there. But then all of a sudden, you realize something weird's happening. And you go, I wonder what that feeling is. What's that feeling that I'm feeling right now?
Tired.
There's a snake in my boot. Yeah. Oh, no. No, you can't do that. No. Not in my boot. It's not in my boot. It's not in my boot. It's not in my boot. Go away. Go away. It's not in my boot. Go away. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. I'm walking away from you. No, there's still snakes in your boots. There's still snakes. I'm getting away from them.
Someone stole a piano and has to steal their shoes. It happens all the time.
Nope, it's not happening.
We have to do this.
Get away from the station. Nope.
Did you get her out?
I'm just going to yell real loud now. I don't need a microphone anymore. There's enemies over there.
Snakes?
All right.
That's not a snake.
My fursuiters, if you were doing the acting challenge, you may now go and stand over on the side for a moment.
Okay.
And fursuiters that weren't acting, you can come on out. And I'm going to tie my shoe. Not doing that again. Not doing that again. All right. Audience, give me some more prompts. More prompts. I still have yours. More prompts. Oh, hold on. Raise your paw if you have a prompt.
Lack of gravity. Lack of gravity. Bro, do you expect them to float?
It's the objective. The entire objective.
I'm not sure if maybe people in here have one.
We have to do this. I'm going to make sure I do this.
Is it? It's yours? I don't know. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, next acting challenge. All right.
Creep through the crowd here.
So, you're back up in your space command. You know, you're still back being the, the protecting soldier. And you know what? You're off duty now. You get to relax. So you're walking around Space Command, having a good time. You're like, oh man, that was a long day. I need to relax. Gonna watch some TV, make some dinner, hang out. Maybe I'll watch some of my favorite furry YouTubers, binge watch some Majira, some Beta, hanging out, having a fun time. Binge watch some Eigen. And you're like, oh, it's so nice to be able to relax after work. I sure hope nothing ruins this. Uh-oh, it seems that somebody has hit the switch and the gravity's been turned off. Oh! The gravity's been turned off. Oh no! Oh no, how did this happen to me? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, the gravity's been turned off. I'm starting to float away. I wasn't ready for that. Oh no! Oh no! What's happening? Oh no! The gravity got turned off. Ooh, the gravity. Gravity. Okay, and gravity's back on. That's everything I've ever wanted. Oh my god. I'm okay! Alright, so all of our fursuiters that now just got squashed. Oh my god, that was fun. Alright, let's get back to a next acting challenge. So let's get the next batch out here. Please. Also, my fursuiter friends, if you are getting a little too warm, you are totally okay to head to the back, take your head off, grab a glass of water, that's totally fine. Alright, fursuiters, come on out, second group. Hype, battle, tribal, come on out, join the group. Alright guys, come on out, spread out, get in front of the audience.
Whoa.
Alright everyone. It's time. It's time for you to finally get to fly to a convention in another country. And you're so excited to do this because your best friend lives in that country and you haven't seen them for 10 years. You're so excited to see your friend again. You're so excited. You're on the plane. You're having a really good time. The service is excellent. You were in a first-class seat. This is the best day of your life. You're so excited. You're like, oh my god, I cannot believe I'm about to see my friend again. The plane is starting to land. It's landing on the tarmac. It's landed. You're hearing the lights are changing, the sounds are being made. You hear the guy come up with the baggage claim thing. They're coming up, they're getting your bag, you see your fursuit tote. All is well, your fursuit made it. Everything is perfect about this trip. And you get off and you go into the terminal. And out there you see them. There they are, sitting in the seats. It's your best friend! Oh my God, go hug them! Go hug them! It's your best friend! It's your best friend!
Where have you been? I missed you.
Oh my God!
How are you? I missed you so much. How is everyone? Are they good? Thank goodness. Do you still like Captain Crunch? Because if you don't, it's like I don't even know you anymore. I mean, like after college and everything, I'm furry now, and like it's awesome here. And like we just landed, I almost lost my bag. You know how scary it is to lose your bag? You know. You know too. Don't lose the bag. Not my bag. I missed you. Come here, bring it in. Did you miss me?
Wow.
What the God?
Oh wow. Thanks, you got my bag. I got my luggage. My purse is very small.
That's my best friend right there. It's been 10 years. Go say hi. That's my best.
All right, guys. Next group. Do a switcheroo again. Switcheroo again. Switcheroo. Watch for each other's tails. Watch for each other's tails. I'm getting mad. Don't you take that off. Don't you take that off. All right, come on out. All right, we are getting to the end of the panel. So we're only going to do 2 more prompts, I think.
21.
2 more prompts.
2 times 10.
Let's see. 5 more prompts. I wish we could, but unfortunately we do have to give this room back, and I do have to go do a dance sculpting. So, 2 more prompts. Let's see. We'll save my favorite for last. Oh, I got so many good ones from the audience I'm trying to pick.
When in doubt, randomize.
Yeah, no, I gotta do this one. It's too good. Suddenly you find yourselves in the forests of New England. It's October, and you're walking around, you're having a good time. Maybe you went out to go check out Salem, Massachusetts. Yes. You're checking it out. It's October. It's a perfect time for it. You're checking out Salem. You're checking out the history, the museums. You're learning everything. And it starts to get very dark. Night sets in. You were out enjoying yourself. Maybe you had gone to one of the nice restaurants in town. You had a meal. You had a couple drinks. Had a good time. But then, you start to wander a little bit away from the city. And you're like, oh, what's this? What are these woods? And you go into these woods. And you're looking through the woods. And you're wondering, what's out here? And then, you find a house. A raggedy old house. One of those types of houses you see on Scooby-Doo. And something in your head goes, I should go into that house. So, like any idiot in a horror movie, you go right into that house walking like you own the place. You're like, gee willikers, I could take a real cool photo for Instagram in there. So you walk into the house, and you're walking around, and you're taking some videos, and you're taking some pictures of yourself, you're getting that dope selfie, you're putting the filter on it, you're killing it. You're killing it at the game, you're gonna get so many likes, so many retweets. And then, you hear a creaking door. And out of the door is a scary monster. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Oh no. Oh my God, it's a ghost. Oh my God, you're so scared. It's a ghost. Oh my God. And then the ghost comes up to you and they go, hey man, it's just me, Casper. How you doing? Hey, thanks for coming over to my house. You want some drinks? Hey, come on over. Come on, Casper. He opens the door and you go up into the main ballroom and everything's ghosts, and you're like, ah, it's weird, but it's fun. And you're walking in, and then there's these weird, like, glowing drinks, and you'll be like, I'll be fine. Then you start powering them back, and you're like, yeah, I'm having some glowing drinks. I sure hope it's not ectoplasm bear. I'm having a fun time. I can't wait to take more selfies here and get more Instagram followers. And I'm having so much fun. I'm taking some selfies with my ghost friends. Oops, they can't be seen in photo. I'm having a fun time. Oh, it all hits you at once. That drink is strong. And now you drunk, and if you're under 21, you're ooh silly. Ooh silly. Yeah, you're either drunk or ooh silly. Wow, Mom, thanks for letting me have 2 root beers. Wow. Wow. When you're over 21, you're like, that's not root beer. Oh man. Oh, we got people laying down. We got people flopping on the ground. And Jim is holding up our friend Awoo the ghost. Awoo the ghost. The ghost going, ooh, what's this? Why everyone in my home drunk? Or, you know, ooh, silly. So yeah, fun. That was fun. All right, thank you, group. Thank you, group. That was a nice long one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, and it is time for the final acting prompt. So if I could get all of my fursuiters, spread out the room. All of my fursuiters, anywhere you want to stand. You're going to stand anywhere you want. I want everyone involved. Everyone involved on this one. This is our last acting challenge. Everywhere. Anywhere you want to stand, you want to stand. This is it. This is the last acting challenge.
I'm Kitwana.
Don't break the stage.
I'm a toy collector as well. I collected Jurassic Park toys as well.
Yeah, like I know.
Let me get your name.
You're spreading out.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Of course.
Not breaking things. All right, everyone. It's the final challenge. But before we get to that, audience, give me a good time. Audience, can you agree with me again that we need a larger room next year? Don't you think that we should be in the secondary ballroom? Yeah, me too. All right. It is the time for the final acting challenge. This one, though, was a doozy. Everyone's going to be looking out at the audience. And you're having a good time. You're in Anthrocon. You're having a blast. You just got your fursuit. Brand new. Everything's fresh. Your fur's fresh. You're fresh. Everything's clean, soft, well brushed out. You're looking pretty. You're looking beautiful. You're like, man, can't wait to have a great day. I'm going to have a nice full day of activities. And you're walking along. And then you hear some thudding of stumps.
What's that? What is it?
You're like, what could that be? And then you see them appear.
Oh no!
It is
It's scared.
a person that is looking to get a hug from you and a picture with you, but they're covered in disgusting mustard and ketchup and cheese. And they want to hug, and it's me. I'm that person.
Don't get that!
I stink so bad. I smell. I'm gross. No, we don't want to do that.
We're on the way. I like shooting that time. We're killing it. Oh no.
I broke away from
Hey everyone, it's the ghost of Gale. I hope you guys had a fun time here at Fursuiting 101. Alright, I want to say a huge thank you to all my fursuiters that participated today. Let's give them a round of applause. This is a really cool activity. I hope that everyone in the audience really enjoyed themselves, and that maybe some of you are going to get a fursuit someday, and you can be up here and join us. Now, we are going to end the panel, but if anybody has a question, I'll be in here for a few more minutes, and if any of our fursuiters aren't too tired, they can kind of hang up front, and if anyone wants to come up and get a photo with them, that's fine.